Full disclosure, I recorded this once, or, I attempted to do a reading, and it's the first one I've ever recorded that I haven't posted. It was so disjointed. I just kept pulling cards to try to clarify, and if anything, they, sorry, they made it more confusing. It was a real mixed bag, but anyways, not, wipe the slate clean, let's try again, and maybe that's somehow relevant. I had written down a long time ago of the word agapesis. Agape means love. Agapesis is a loss of feeling for someone who was formerly loved. Greek, and so that's an old, of course it is an old concept. And I used to read that and think, not possible. If you've loved somebody, no backsies, no takesies, that doesn't change. But I know in my own life that, well, maybe that's not true. Let's throw some cards and see. Loss of feeling for someone who was formerly loved. Is that possible? Anything's possible, I guess. Spirit, be with us this time. Somehow I feel like I was off, or asking the wrong question, or expecting a simple answer. This card came out prominently. Seven of Swords. It's sword energy. It's to do with cerebral stuff. How you think about something, how you speak about it. And this is, I think, somebody heading out without an explanation. They say nothing. I think there's a degree of I don't understand it, sword energy. So I'm just going to strategically book it. Book it. That's not, there's some idiom that I can't quite get. Maybe it'll come later. Tell us about this Seven of Swords. Could be ooh, wow, Tower. I was saying it could be self-deception. And Tower can be a card of epiphany, of suddenly your mind is blown. The old way of doing it just doesn't work. This could be somebody exiting the Tower. Like somehow having foreknowledge. Sword energy, knowledge. And what their second sight revealed was that I better get out of here. This is going to blow. And it does. Could be the deceptive ways are over. This old sword energy that just wasn't meeting the situation. That way of doing it is done. Major change. I see it as a major arcana card of Scorpio. Kaboom. Okay, bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. In that same major arcana energy, the deep energies of the psyche, this is a turn for the better. This is somehow change. Scorpio energy, change. Dramatic, sudden turn of the wheel, a shift of events. Maybe the one who was sitting on top of the world is suddenly at the bottom. Is that it? Give us one more on Wheel of Fortune, please. Okay, I'm supposed to lay the rest out. Okay, I'll do 3 more. Just bam, off here. Knight of Pentacles. I think somebody may have ducked out before the Tower event. And it was a good thing. It brought them forward more on the path of their karmic destiny. This was not the path of their karmic destiny. Okay. All right. Next one, Moon. And the one after that, 4 Wands. Wow. So here's this sort of dishonest energy, you know, like not willing to hold oneself accountable, maybe. So somebody left in a kind of cloud of, you know, under a cloud of, what am I trying to say? You know, not wanting anybody to know what they were doing. Sword energy, not know it. But there's still this epiphany energy. And then a total realignment. And that turn of events, the karmic path, can then be become a real path. Pentacles energy. Something real and steady and authentic. The exact opposite of this. Well, pretty much. Somebody sneaking out, and then somebody coming in more authentically. This time, Pentacles refer to time. A card of divine timing as well, so it might be, you know, it was time to get out of a situation because things were about to blow. And that was a good thing. It got you more realigned with your karmic destiny in divine timing. And then this forward movement toward authenticity. High Priestess, a card of intuition, of like knowing in the quiet. Not necessarily speaking, because it's not something readily, that you can't readily communicate. This individual couldn't. They may have had, again, this intuition, you know, I need to get out of here, something's about to blow. Really, that's what I'm getting. You know, and they were guided somehow. This is divine feminine energy of Cancer. They could feel it. They could feel it coming. It's like they could feel the rumble of the tower. And that good things were going to replace it. I always see his tower as positive because it's a liberation from something that was constraining. Liberation from this. Again, this might in itself be the liberation. I got to get out of here. It's going to blow. And then everything will change. And it was like in divine time. It was in the nick of time. So we've got this sort of fast energy of swords, tower, a wheel of fortune, and then it's actually slow going. In 3D, you know, it takes time. It takes time. Forward movement takes time. If it's to be authentic and stable. And this is like, I see it coming, same idea. I can almost hear, look at the big scoops for the ears. You know, there's amplified. Something amplified. But then 4 of Wands. You know, it's a card of twin flame. It's Wands energy, fire energy, flame energy, and there they are. coming together. It could be for a celebration. Although I think it's much bigger than that. Okay. Tell us about this slow forward movement, please. It looks like toward Four of Wands, toward a meeting place, traveling equal distance toward a meeting place. Four of Swords. Something's been healed. And I think it was fear. Overthinking. Been healed, and in some way, somebody's taken time out, Four of Swords, a card of respite, to ground themselves. And then begin this slow journey back. Like, something like now, the all clear has been sounded. You know, it's safe to, you snuck out and kabooma, that changed everything. And now it's safe to come back. Slowly but sure. It's sort of like, it's not tentative, but it's, you know, it's making sure you're going in the right direction. To rebuild something slowly after Tower comes down. And something has healed the fear, has healed the anxiety, and that allows for this forward movement. What was the anxiety, please, on Four of Wands? Because it's slow movement toward this reunion. What was the fear? Was it the fear of what would be left after Tower? Two cards, two major arcana. After the fear, strength and courage. And the ability to close out an old cycle and begin a new one. It's really, when Tower comes down, that's a requirement. You know, I mean, I suppose you could, you can't really ignore a Tower, but you could decide not to step into your karmic destiny. But not in this case. Somebody does step into it. And it might be despite the fear. They've healed the fear. They kind of went away and did some healing. And now they're coming back. And you might sense them coming. And I said, what's the fear? Well, it doesn't tell us what the fear is, but it tells us what happened. Not only on the level of every day, but on the level of the psyche. Somehow taming the fear, taming the beast, relieving the pain, and stepping through. Okay. Another one on, let's see, on the Seven of Swords. Let's just bite the bullet. Tell us about perhaps somebody anticipating the Tower and getting out in time, but not telling anybody. Fool. This is the beginning of the journey. Card of Aries, of new beginnings. I think this person both knew the Tower was coming and that on the other side would be new life. You know, this person just stepping off the edge because the way has been cleared. And so cleared that there's no ground for a little while. You have to move in faith. And they do. And we do. Tell us about this karmic destiny, please. Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing. Coming into our own after the decimation of Tower has liberated us. Has liberated us. Devil energy, Six of Cups. Well, this is the ability to work with what holds us back. This was prominent in the reading I didn't post, as was Seven of Swords. So I think we're moving on from that. It is not our karmic destiny to stay stuck. It's not even possible to stay stuck because the old container can't contain us anymore. Six of Cups. Yeah, okay, it's on Devil. This is a card of the soulmate, of a kind of innocent love. This can be supreme passion, like so intense it somehow enslaves us. Moving on from that, you know, it was divine timing to get unstuck, and you better believe it, because in comes the lightning bolt from the universe to liberate. So Six of Cups can be a past life situation. Devil is also like being stuck in a pattern. You know, in an old way, an established way of doing things that may have at one point served us, but we've outgrown it. It's time for new growth, says the big energies of the psyche. One more on Fool, the new beginning, getting away in time from the Tower to begin again, new life. New life. Yeah, indeed. Three of Swords, separation, heartbreak, the breaking up of a relationship or the memory of that. Moving on, you know, quickly, the growth in the psyche that reconciles apparent opposites. It's matured energy, and it allows for forward movement. It's balanced. It's balanced. So it's sort of like Tower explodes, which allows for, you know, what's liberated is true feelings. Because these are sort of false feelings or false front. But moving on strategically, perhaps, from the heartbreak toward this, you know, I'm willing to take the risk. And I think it is actually a we are willing to take the risk. Yeah, it is. Okay, there was a time of complacency. It's never going to come. Where is the cup? You know, I've almost fallen asleep waiting and dreamed about it. And something woke me up from my dreams in a it's kind of a harsh way, but it's almost like a practice card. And there's the apology or the little offer of love, which is interesting because we have this major arcana card of forward movement in the realm of emotions in Cups energy. And this could have been like Because Four of Cups can be regret. I regret deeply that I blocked Five of Wands, that I fought this feeling, Page of Cups. And I'm sorry for it. Okay, on High Priestess, please. Wow. Looking toward the future. You know, what will come into me, says this highly intuitive High Priestess, also a water sign. You know, now that this liberation has happened, who will intuitively understand, you know, where they belong? And I'm waiting. Not passively, because what I'm really waiting for is new life after the heartbreak. There is new life after the heartbreak. And there's communication. Too. There's communication. If there's been a blockage, because that can be a card of blocking, you know, a time when somebody just didn't want to feel it, didn't want to talk about it, was in a degree of denial, Seven of Swords. The flow has been restored. It's like the tourniquet has been removed. The flow has been restored. You know, before, because if you cut off circulation for too long, the thing will die. But it's like, no, there's been a liberation. In Cups energy, we're good to go. We're aligned now, you know. And I think one person got out strategically before it blew. And that's exactly what the other person might have been waiting for. Could sense them coming in, High Priestess. You know, knew that literally like the tables had turned on this devil energy. Unstuck now. Stuck, unstuck. I almost see this as like a rude awakening or somebody fighting their way out of regret. Fighting their way out of regret. And the universe really gave a helping hand in this tower. Because tower happens in divine timing too. As abrupt and sometimes destabilizing and scary as it is, it gives birth to new life. Gives birth to new life. I'm exhausted. I think that's one reason the earlier reading was tough going. This seems to have much more flow. It's like it may start off small. It may start off even with an apology. That's all this person can really say is, I regret it. I blocked. I was complacent, Four of Cups, and I regret it. You know, can we do this? Will you forgive me? And the other person at first may say, I know I'm blocking you now. But that doesn't last. Wands are pretty quick. And a conversation is resumed. Ten of Pentacles. Somebody's healed, and they've healed their fear, and they're coming in slowly, and this is what they want to build. You know, a card of home, legacy, family, the place where we can live. And I think the odds are pretty good because it's a whole new, after Tower, it's a whole new world. This is also sometimes considered a card of Capricorn. You know, we were stuck, Tower happened, boom, the wheel turns forward, and it's a whole new world for these two. If the relationship had like come to a screeching halt, there's a time out, a time of separation, Three of Swords, you know, which really probably freaks somebody out. You know, put them up in their head. But the time out was actually productive because it allowed for this healing. Sometimes the universe protects us by slowing everything down. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Doesn't get any better than that. Really doesn't. And this is the last one. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, King of Swords. Somebody knows it now. You know, they really may have been even deceiving themselves about how much this would hurt. Not anymore. Clear about it. Clear about, you know, what they want to invest in, who they love. You know, I'll be present. Pentacles energy. And we'll be happy. I think that's what the communication is. Like the blocks, this King of Swords knows that the blocks are over and knows how deeply they feel about this situation. They want to go for the long haul, the long game. They want to be a life partner. That's what the conversation will be about. And I think both parties, both ones, can then move forward kind of from the past into a future, into the new phase, the new world, in divine timing. I think I'm repeating myself, but these cards bode well. This is not a bad situation. Tower needed to happen, and it did. Divine timing. Hang on to your hats, though, because Tower moment is coming. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.